Hello everyone. So I am now officially 38 weeks and 1 day today. So this update is going to be for weeks 36 and 37. At 36 weeks, I had an appointment. I was starting to move into weekly appointments. So 36 weeks, I was having contractions. I was doing NSTs, which is non-stress tests, as well as getting cervical checks. So at my 36-week appointment, I believe I said this in last video, I was not dilated, but I was 50% effaced and my cervix was starting to soften. At my 37-week appointment, I was still the same, so not much had changed. And I actually have an appointment today, so I'm 38 weeks and 1 day today. And I'll have another non-stress test, as well as I'll get a cervical check as too. Also, sorry. I'm still experiencing shortness of breath. I'm definitely out of breath. I found out at my 36-week appointment that my group B strep test came back negative, so I don't have to have any additional antibiotics or anything like that previous to delivering, so that's great news. Excuse me, still having that indigestion and acid reflux. I'm taking Zantac extra strength. It's the mint flavored tablet, and it seems to work really well. It just takes a minute for it to kick in. I just took it like not even 2 or 3 minutes ago before starting this filming. But I did have an ultrasound done at 36 weeks and 6 days, and that was to confirm her position and her weight. She is head down. It's just she's not engaged, because I do have the polyhydramnios and I have quite a bit of fluid she can still float around in. So she hasn't quite found her station yet, her final resting place, if you will, before she decides to make her big debut. But I'll go ahead and show you the picture that I got for the 36-week appointment. And this is her little profile. There you go. Yeah, and she's weighing, she was weighing at that appointment 6.5 pounds, about 6.5 pounds. So they're estimating her to be between 7 and 7.5 pounds at birth. At today's appointment, we're going to be discussing my birth plan, and in case there's a need for induction if I go past my due date of April 26th, they're going to make arrangements to figure out what day they want to set in order to get the process started. But I've been experiencing some, some anxiety with regard to my gestational diabetes and my polyhydramnios. There's a bunch of risk factors that comes, especially with the polyhydramnios and obviously the gestational diabetes. One being with the polyhydramnios is a prolapse cord, meaning that because I have so much extra fluid and she's not in position, even though she's head down and she's not engaged. So her umbilical cord is floating around and could end up coming out first. So that is my biggest fear. Excuse me, my allergies are acting up today. Yeah, that's definitely my biggest fear of that coming out, because if that were to come out, it cuts off her oxygen supply, and then I'm guaranteed to have a C-section. I'm not necessarily scared of a C-section. I just want to have a safe delivery and a healthy baby. But if I can eliminate that risk factor and kind of set my mind at ease a little bit more, then I would rather get induced previous to my due date instead of going into labor on my own, if that's an option. I'm going to discuss that today and see what my OB says. But like I said, I'd rather be at the hospital, and then if that were to happen, I wouldn't have to worry about rushing into the hospital and just all the fears of everything. I'd rather just be there and be in that environment to where they can take care of she and I. So my birth plan is I would like to have the least amount of medication administered as possible. I don't want to be asked for an epidural. My mother gave birth to all three of us without having any type of epidural or anything like that. I mean, I know she had Demerol and a local anesthetic when she had to have an episiotomy, because most women, their first time delivering, they're, prone to tearing. So I'm expecting that. My sister, as well as my mother, obviously both had episiotomies. But I'm scared of getting the epidural just for a bunch of reasons. For one, I have a fear of needles. For two, I know it's weird to say that because I just went through the whole IVF process, and being pregnant, you get your blood drawn a lot as well, which actually I didn't think was as much as a lot of people were saying. But yeah, I do have a fear of that. I have a fear of the paralysis, and I know that, medical technology has come a long way, but it's still something that's always in the back of your mind. Like, this could happen. It's not 100% guaranteed that it won't. And then my other fear is, if in the event I do need to have a C-section, if I need to be put under, I wouldn't be able to, because once you have an epidural, you can't have anything else. So, and then obviously the biggest fear factor I have is it not working. So I'll go through all of that and it won't work and do what it's supposed to do. So I might as well have not have even gotten it. So yeah, those are my fears with regard to epidurals, but I mean, I'm definitely open to it if it comes down to it to where I just can't bear the labor anymore, then obviously my mind will change. But I'm going to go into this delivery with an open mind and hope to not have to use that type of pain medication. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So yeah, other than that, that's all that's really going on. So yeah, symptoms, nothing's really changed. Other than the past couple of days, I felt kind of nauseous and my constipation has set in a little bit more. I've gotten a little bit of relief, like I said last video, with stool softeners, but it seemed like my body was regulated again, but now it's trying to go back to where it's not. Excuse me. So yeah, other than that, just the acid reflux, anxiety of the unknown, I guess. And yeah, I don't really have any other crazy symptoms that I'm leaving out, I don't think. But who knows? Again, pregnancy brain, it is real for sure. But yeah, I'll go ahead and show you my bump, and yeah, hopefully next video I'll be able to share my 38-week update and let you guys know how the appointment today went. But if he decides that he's going to go ahead and induce me sooner than my due date and not let me progress past a certain date, then I'll come on and update you guys and let you know what's going on. But otherwise, I'll go ahead and flip this around and show you my bump. So here is my bump from the side. Front. Again, it's kind of hard to see because I'm wearing a black shirt. I apologize. It's kind of hard to find anything that's comfortable these days. I still don't have any stretch marks. I have been using baby lotion, the Johnson & Johnson, the pink bottle. I can actually show you if you guys want to see it. So I use this. I alternate. So after I use it, I'll use this as well. And I try to stay well lubricated or moisturized, I guess sounds better, sorry. But yeah, I put it everywhere. I put it on my belly, I put it on my boobs, the side of my legs, my bum, the top of my legs, and the inside of my legs. So I've been putting it everywhere. So during the day, I just wear the Johnson & Johnson lotion. And at nighttime before I go to bed, I put on that Palmer's stretch mark cream. So far it's been working and I don't have any, but like I said, I might get them after she's here and my stomach starts to shrink down. So we'll see. But here's my stomach from the side and the front and the other side. So yeah, that's all I have to share for today. And like I said, if I have any future or any, not future, I guess, quick updates, I'll come on and let you guys know what's going on after my appointment. But otherwise, if not, then just stay tuned for next week's update where I'll be 39 weeks, but I'll talk about my 38-week update and show you my bump again too. As always, thanks for watching, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you're venturing into this pregnancy journey, I wish you the best of luck. And if you're just recently trying to conceive, best wishes to you and baby dust. All right, thanks for watching and have a good day. Bye.